Scanning, synchronizing, stabilizing. Engaged.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning, good morning, good morning, and welcome to Kouch. This is a thankful, thoughtful Thursday, and I am excited to be alive and to be breathing. Life is not as supposed to be. It's definitely a gift, and I'm honored to be alive today, and I'm honored to have the voice that God has given me to be, a representative, for a new day and age. It is time to really take a look at what we're doing concerning our lives. I will be presenting here soon, working on stepping more into a leadership role, more of an advocate role, really for holistic views concerning your life, your well-being. I'm coming up with a concept that I will be sharing with everyone soon that is very important to the world, I feel, concerning freeing yourself mentally, physically, spiritually, and financially. And one of the biggest advocates I am grateful to be partnered with is dealing with the body is Dr. LaTronica Fisher. She's out of Houston, Texas. She is a phenomenal individual, and I'm grateful to have her here every week on Thursday to share some insights, some golden nuggets that we can actually utilize and live by, man. So this is a phenomenal start for me, a phenomenal start for individuals that will be listening to what I will be bringing here real soon. Kouch is actually brought to you by Standard Mag, with the voice of the culture and the oxygen to the entrepreneur. If you have great stories, and everyone has a story, everyone has something to share. We're here to share and reveal to the world your authentic truths. Also, Kouch is brought to you by KR3 & Co. Enterprise, where we help businesses grow and grow securely. From commercials for putting your business on the map and getting more eyes on your service and products. We are here definitely for you. We will be bringing on Dr. LaTronica here after our intro of our show, but I need everybody to know, man, that your life matters. Your life matters. These conversations that we have, that I bring to the table, is because of you. It's because I care about you. It's because I care about your life, your mindset. We might not have really met, but understand that these conversations that I'm having, the people that I'm bringing to the table, I'm bringing them because I care about your well-being. I'm bringing them because I care about your legacy that comes behind you. So, you got to know that your life is not even about you. I was in the gym yesterday. Shouts out to Rockbox, to DJ and Beth over in the Marietta location. Listen, I was there and we was doing upper workout training, upper body training. And sometimes I got a little winded. But you know what? I happened to check in my peripheral. That was my Caucasian brother that was standing right next to me, real cool. I began to notice, if I got winded, he stopped. But then understand that as I kept pushing and maneuvering and going, he kept going. So it made me realize that someone is watching you, that your life and what you do, and life can be a workout. And your workout is not really based upon you. It's based upon who's watching you. People are watching you. My dad always preach about and talk to us about that. Some people might not read the Bible, but you might be the closest Bible that somebody might ever read. So that means that your life, your workout, your perspective, how you maneuver your life, it's not really about you. It's about what you're leaving behind or what you're sharing with someone. So keep it up, keep going. Don't let nothing get in the way, and realize that when you get winded, somebody's watching. They're going to stop because you stop. There are people out in this world that are not going to move because you haven't moved yet. Some people are not going to do anything because they have not heard the sound of your voice. So know and realize that you are an influence to someone. So listen, man, I'm glad to be here Thursday, Thoughtful and Thankful Thursday. Listen, after our intro, we're going to be bringing on none other than the great Dr. LaTronica Fisher of Road to Wellness. Listen, it's happening here on the couch, Kay's Couch.
Throughout life, one may feel he or she hasn't been heard, seen, or no one is listening. However, look up. Don't fret. There is a place for you.
Processing.
Greetings.
Access granted.
Welcome to the couch, Kay's Couch.
It does not say whether you're bad or good, but it is a measurement.
Every single time you go to that bathroom and you got a stream of urine flowing out, you need to be saying, praise God.
Wow.
Because that's a sign that your kidney is getting better.
Like during that time when it was a fraction of a penny, and then you held it until today, you're a multi-millionaire.
Great. And as a result of this next conference, I am going to have a number of events following the conference.
Okay, I got you.
Nobody else. Willing to open the book.
To get this knowledge that you have, you gave up a lot of personal time with family.
It's less than $40 for both.
Wow.
And I have it in a variety of colors.
I take every moment as is. I've learned to be where my feet are.
Doctor, good morning. How you doing?
Great. Great morning to you as well. The pleasure is always mine.
Thank you so much. I'm so happy to have you here. I'm so
be here.
Absolutely. So before we get started, we got to talk about that mantra. What's going on with the mantra?
Oh yeah, there's always something going on with that mantra, right? Because because I'm always in the receivership.
I love that.
Right?
I love that. Yeah.
And that's the most important thing I've learned over all these years. When you haven't gotten things out of the life you want, then you have to look at what mode do you wake up in,
Absolutely.
And I wake up always thankful and grateful because, this morning I was so thankful and grateful because I was able to cross off one of my dreams off of my dream board.
Wow.
So I was very thankful for that and very just appreciative that it finally came to fruition.
Oh, that's
but
awesome.
One of the things that was a revelation to me as I thought about why it took maybe 5 years, I was like, why did it take so long? But what I realized is basically what we're saying. What mode do you wake up in every morning? Do you wake up frustrated about what the world has done to you? Or do you wake up appreciative of what you have to offer to the world and looking at the glass half full?
Wow. I love it.
That's what I had to learn. And it takes years to learn that. So I just praise God and I live in a praise moment because I realize because I'm so excited now. I'm on the adrenaline rush now because now it's like you cracked the code. Right?
Got you. Okay.
It's like I've cracked the code to what it takes to manifest things like that.
Okay.
And the speed of lightning.
I love it. I love it.
You can't have this little hesitation on the inside. You can't have this little this intuition or this gut feeling that gives you these doubts. So it's like a tug of war. Right. So I just learned that I'm always going to be thankful. Yeah. I'm always going to be appreciative and I'm always going to praise God because why? There's always something in every element to be able to just pull and hold on to.
Yeah, I love it. Yeah. I love that. Oh my God. Yeah. So I mean, you are a doctor of medicine. Now I'm so like just intrigued now that you have a vision board and a dream board. So as a doctor of medicine, how important, I know this is just really kind of free flowing because I'm connected with what you just said. How important is it, do you feel in your life to have a vision board? And how does that help you keep you focused on what it is you want?
So I have to say it's incredibly important, incredibly, because it's your way of telling the universe what you want out of life.
I love it.
So,
I
as
love
I
it.
said, a lot of times when people wake up frustrated and mad, the only reason why we're upset and frustrated and mad is because life is not going the way we want it to, right?
Right.
We're not happy because life is not going the way we want to. However, if you haven't told life how you want it to go, then you're pretty much a subject of your environment,
Oh man.
because life
Wow.
is going to happen whether you dictate it or not.
Wow. That is
It's
true.
going to happen.
It
The,
is.
the question is, you have the power to be in the driver's seat or the
Mm.
passenger seat. And if you don't have
Wow.
a dream board telling the universe what you want, you're in the passenger seat. So
Wow.
whatever happens to you, you're subject to it. Don't get mad. It's what
Mm.
you decided to do. You decided to let somebody else to just manage your life. So don't be
Wow.
upset with what happens.
Wow. Oh my
You
God. I
see?
really, I could really see that. So I'm gonna really ask you a question here again, concerning vision board. And it may be a concept that you've heard, maybe not, but I'm interested to see what you have to say. So in creating a vision board, do you think people can create a vision board for their health?
I think that's what I have. It's a vision board for my health and to stay
Wow.
wellness. Put pictures of people that you want to look like, or find pictures of what you look like 20 years earlier.
Wow.
You
Okay then.
see? And
Mm-hmm.
you go put it on your vision board. I didn't see men put pictures of women on there and manifest a woman in their lives, and cars, houses. And so I just think it's incredibly important that for your health, you should have something on the board of what you're aspiring to. There should be always a goal when it comes to health and wellness on the board, because we have to self-educate ourselves. You can't wait on somebody else to educate you on what's most important in your body. Put it on the board. And the goal and the magic of it is that you should really be looking at that ideally as a gold standard three
Mm-hmm.
times a day, but at least twice a day. And those that twice a day should be when you first rise in the morning and
Mm-hmm.
when you're getting ready to go to bed, because what
Wow.
you're doing is implanting it in your subconscious mind.
No
Remember, your
doubt.
subconscious mind is the biggest part of the brain.
It is.
The
Yeah.
conscious is a small part. So
Mm-hmm.
whatever you plant in the subconscious mind, that's the life you're living now. But
Oh
if you
man.
really want to live a different life, you got to figure out how to embed it in the subconscious mind. And the only way you can embed it in the subconscious mind is
Mm-hmm.
through, guess what? Repetition.
Consistency and repetition.
That's the only way you can get it in the subconscious mind, is through repetition. It's like nobody have to tell you what your name is. You could say it in your sleep. You could say it falling off a building. You can say it eating. Do you see what I'm saying?
No,
Because
I
you've
understand.
heard it so much. So
Wow.
that's why repetition is important. The same thing with exercising, right? A lot
Mm-hmm.
of times when we start exercising, we don't like to exercise, but put it on your dream board. My goal is to exercise constantly and consistently. At first, you're not going to like it, but after a while, your body is just going to acclimate to it and say, this is who we are. This is what
I
we
love it.
do.
I love it. Oh my
Let's
God.
get it.
I love it.
You see?
I do. I see what you're
Yeah.
saying. I see what you're saying. And so people, I want you guys to understand this is King Solomon said there's nothing new under the sun. There's nothing new about this. This has been around for years. It's just a lot of time different cultures we kind of, and as us as a people kind of gravitate a little late. But listen, it's time for you really to get a handle on your life and start moving. And don't be afraid to trust God, the universe, or positioning yourself to trust you, and that portions of yourself that's like God to move in accordance of how your life should be. I do truly appreciate you, Dr. LaTronica, for being here. Now, one of the biggest things that we want to talk about briefly today, that we want to shed some light on, is one of the phenomenons that really been hitting a lot of people, that big C word, cancer. And in our in it's Black History Month, and I know a lot of our Black culture suffers from this a lot. We suffer from this C word, like a familiar day of Tuesday. So I
Right.
mean, these this is something that is in our culture real heavy. And one significant thing we want to kind of, you and I mentioned before, like breast cancer. Breast cancer is not only in women; it also men suffer from it too.
Mhm.
What are some of the things maybe you could think about off the cuff? What are some of the things that causes breast cancer, in women and men?
Hmm. So that's a wonderful question, and definitely, I want to say Happy Black History Month, Heritage Month to our community. And one of the biggest things that we do deal with is what we call hormone imbalances.
Okay.
And even though cancer is the interchangeable term we use, but really all it is a hormone imbalance when it comes to men and women.
Okay.
Women, I usually like to specifically talk about breast cancer, uterine cancer,
Mhm.
fibroid, cyst, endometrium. All those are issues that women deal with. And of course, as you indicated earlier, men can also develop breast cancer. But one of the big things that I want to focus on for men is their prostate.
Mm.
They tend to have enlarged prostate or prostate cancer. So that is a hormone imbalance that most men I see over the age of 50 start to develop. And those symptoms with men is, frequently going to the restroom at night,
Mhm.
dribbling when they are urinating. In other words,
Mhm.
they're not completely emptying their bladder. And
Okay.
then, of course, with women, we get moody, we get irritable,
Mhm.
and we don't understand why we're going through these different changes. But the question you asked was, what are some of the things that cause this? Now, there are a lot of things that do cause hormone imbalances, but
Okay.
what I want to focus on is the most important ones. And there's a lot of them that you guys already know about, but I
Mm.
want to talk about one particular one that's extremely important, and I will still share the other ones. But
Okay.
one that I think a lot of people really don't think about is
Mhm.
the teeth.
Oh, wow. Wow. Share.
The teeth. The teeth is by far, again, the
Mm.
teeth. The
Teeth.
mouth is by far the most important component in your entire body.
Wow. Wow.
Every single tooth is connected to a meridian and an organ in the body.
Wow. Ooh.
So, what I have found with my women with breast cancer is 100% of them, either one or two, and this is what men too,
Okay.
have amalgams and silver fillings, number
Ooh.
one, or they've had root canals.
Ooh.
Okay.
Wow.
So think about it. If you have a root canal and you have amalgams, how much of the nutrients that you're consuming a day are you able to get to the rest of your body if you have a dead tooth and you have a tooth with basically a blanket thrown over it all the time, which are your
Wow.
amalgams and your silver, you see? So there's
Right.
no way to get down into the body what needs to get what the body needs. And what happens with the mouth? The mouth will take all the nutrients from the body it needs to keep you alive and to help you survive. So
Wow.
a lot of people have experienced root canals, and like I say, with women, I see 100% breast cancer with root canals.
Wow. Wow.
And with
Wow.
men, the same thing, because it's like you have a dead tooth. I mean, think about if you had a dead body sitting in your body. After a while, what would happen
It would
in your
decay.
in your house?
Right. Yeah, it
Sitting
would
in your
decay.
house, a dead body.
Yeah.
That's
Wow.
what's happening with your teeth. After a while, that odor and that challenge start to travel to the rest of your body and create a lot of negative energy.
Mm. Wow. Wow.
Mhm.
That is something to really think about. So women that have had or have silver fillings and also root canals.
Mhm.
So let's just say, being that we've just acquiring this knowledge now, at this moment, um, if a female has gotten a root canal, let's say here recently, what are certain preventative measures that they could take? After receiving this type of information, what do you think they should do?
So the first thing I think they should do is go see a biological dentist. And a
Okay.
lot of
Okay.
us are not familiar with that term, but the same
Okay.
way I'm an alternative, natural, holistic practitioner, there
Okay.
are biological dentists that are in the same space.
Oh wow.
And
Okay.
what they do is provide treatments that works for the body to where they're not making things worse down the road. They're
Wow.
actually addressing and treating and addressing the root cause of the problem. Because if you go to the dentist and all they do is slap a root canal on top of a dead tooth, after a while, you're going to have some problems.
Right.
Okay.
Wow.
It might be 10 years down the road, but it's coming because you can only leave a dead body sitting in a room for so long.
Oh, you're right. You're right.
You see, so the
Wow.
problem is coming. It's just a matter of time, and so that's why I suggest you see a biological dentist, and they will make those different recommendations about what you should do for the root canal. Now, when it comes to amalgams and silver fillings, those are pretty simple. You just ask them to remove them, and they'll
Okay.
replace them with some type of biological material so that your body is still able to function without that heavy metal sitting in your mouth.
That is amazing. I've never heard of a biological dentist, but I would have to say that they have to exist if you have an alternative medicine person like yourself. So okay.
And if
Um
someone is looking for one, they can always go to Hal Huggins Institute. And Hal
Hal Huggins.
Huggins Institute is a school that train biological dentists.
Okay.
And all you have
Hal
to do
Huggins.
is just tell them what your zip code is, and they'll give you a few biological dentists in your area.
Okay. Okay. That's phenomenal. Hal Huggins. Okay, I have to check into that. Oh my God. Listen, I mean, Dr. LaTronica, I thank you just for really being yourself. And we're gonna take a quick break and then we'll be back on for you to share on how we can actually help maintain our health or to really position ourselves for better health with what Road to Wellness is offering, and also let us know what's getting ready to happen with Road to Wellness. You got something huge this year, 2020, and we're gonna touch on that once we get back from our break. Listen, this is Kay's Couch, and we having couch talk with conversations with Dr. LaTronica with Road to Wellness. Listen, we will be right back.
Life is filled with many unexpectancies. If something happened to you today, heart attack, cancer, stroke, or diagnosed with anything terminal, are you prepared for what's next? Only 1 out of 4 to 5 Americans have considered that life is unexpected, uncertain, and has some uncontrollable risk. Are you that 4 to 5 that hasn't taken action yet? Call right now for your free quote. Tomorrow's not promised. The protection of your legacy depends on what choice you make in this moment. Call right now.
The time is now for Supernatural Wealth Transfer for Kingdom citizens. Experience a time of transformation and empowerment at our 9th annual Call to Wealth International Summit. This one-of-a-kind event will be held at the luxurious Ritz-Carlton Aruba Resort, July 27th to the 30th. Fiery sunsets and calm turquoise water are the backdrop for your time of relaxation and rejuvenation. Event hosts are Paul and Angela Pipersberg. Our speakers will pull back the curtain on proven systems and strategies that has built their wealth portfolio. You will learn how to navigate this new economy through trading and accumulating digital assets. Special thanks to our diamond sponsor to date, Donnie's Connerly, Citadel Community Development. Register now, www.angelapipersberg.com. Sponsorship and vendor opportunities are also available. Call 856-414-0818 for more information. See you in Aruba, your happy place.
Dublin, Georgia. Let's get ready for a night of elegance.
You have a way with me like no one else. Yeah, you almost make me fall in love. If you keep this up, then I'll let you in. Oh, wanna get you closer to my body. Wanna feel your hands all over me. Gotta make them jealous, everybody. 'Cause you know we got it, chemistry.
At the dawn of your time, no one could calculate the storms of life. One thing's for sure, you were built for it. You have one life. Drive hard and live free. February the 28th, 6 p.m.
Understand this year, if you're not willing to press in, you're going to miss the very thing that God has for you.
Get ready.
There's always a clue. There's always trails if we pay attention and focus in. Because there's a lot of this going on. I got to pay attention to where are the clues, where are the indicators. I'm also paying attention to Jay, who's doing what.
Your future.
Say you've been on cruise control, but you're going to have to get uncomfortable.
But I kept researching it, and I was, hearing things about it, seeing other big money movers talking about it.
Your future.
Really a thing. I mean, I'm watching Shark Tank, and people are talking about it on Shark Tank. I'm like, wait, that's the thing we were just buying the other day. Like, wait a minute, what is going on? This space really opened my eyes to how the evolution of money is going to unfold for us and where we're headed as a society.
You bring forth fruit in your season.
The early investors, the early adopters are the ones that reap the most benefits.
Don't
miss the very thing that God has for you. Yourself.
And we're back. We're back. Dr. LaTronica, thank you so much. We're back on Kate's Couch. Thank you so much for being a part of this platform every week on Thursday. Thank you so much for your time.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. You got a lot going on those commercials. Oh my goodness. It's a lot going on. I tell you, it definitely is going to be an ignited year.
Yeah, absolutely. It's an ignited year.
Exciting and igniting year.
Thank you so much.
They say it don't get any easier, right? We just get better.
We just get better. We just get better. You're absolutely right. Absolutely right. I thank you so much. So before we wrap up, we want to talk. We've talked about some very significant things today. Mindset, number one, and that's the first thing that we always consider when we are dealing and talking with the body. First of all, being thankful, and just being appreciative. That is great. And so this week we talked about how that your mind can really parallel the things that you need to want in your life. Then we talked about how the hormone imbalance in men and women that can cause that big C, that can cause that breast cancer. But one thing that I've learned today, even more so, is having a biological dentist that can help me with matters of my my mouth, and from my mouth to the rest of the body. So that is awesome. So right now, from there, we're going to go to you to discuss how Road to Wellness with your loyalty program, how that can help maintain our good health and also get us to even better health. Talk to us a little bit about that.
Awesome. So basically with our loyalty program, it's a program to just kind of help and coach you through life. And that's what it is. It's a very, very affordable coaching program is what it is, that it's invaluable, because a lot of times if people were to do everything a la carte, you'd be looking at $400 or $500 a month. So we made it affordable at 130 PVs. And what that means is that we have clients who may come in for Symphony of the Cell, which is an essential oil blend that helps to just diffuse through your spinal cords, to help to regenerate and just multiply stem cells in the body. We have our oxygen drips. We have our vitamin C drips that actually come with vitamin C, amino acids, minerals, magnesium, zinc, things to just optimize your immune system and keep your immune system healthy. And then one of the biggest things that we're launching is that I'm going to have to get you to probably do a flyer for me, is that I'm adding I hadn't figured out the title for it, but I'll leave that up to you. That's y'all's
Okay.
expertise. What
All
I
right.
want my clients to do is like maybe twice a month they can sweat with me, which
Oh, I like
means
that.
that we are going to go. They're going to go work out with me, and after we
Oh.
work out, we're going to go in the steam room. We're going to go in the sauna, and we're just going to sweat with some eucalyptus, essential oils going on.
I
So that's
love
going to
it.
be so exciting. So that's one of the things that I'm adding to the membership is the ability for them
Wow.
to work out with me. I am a proud member of an extremely elite health club, so they would just love it.
Oh,
It's the best of the best of the best
I love that.
that attend this gym. So it would be really exciting, and it would just raise the energy
I
on so
love
many people,
it.
which is what I'm big into. When I get into things, it has to raise my energy, because remember, the
Mhm.
higher your energy is, the more you get out of life what you want.
Right,
And so
right,
the
right.
other thing that it includes is this quest test.
Yes,
What this
yes.
quest does is not me just coaching you and telling you what I think. This test actually tells me what actually is realistically going on with your body. Okay.
Absolutely.
And we do is we put your samples right here on the center, and we run a scan. And when your samples are here, it basically tests all the cells of your body to tell me exactly
Wow.
what's going on with your body and what we need to do to improve your health. So we're
Yes.
not guessing with your health. So you're talking about being able to live a lifetime of just being healthy and wholesome and happy by just using just the tools that we've already provided for you. And as we continue to move forward, we are just really upgrading the value of our loyalty program. So it's just going to
Yes.
keep getting better and better and gooder and gooder. And that's
Yes.
what we get all excited about, because your health is your wealth. It
It
is.
is your
If
wealth.
if you don't know that, if you ever know somebody who's lost their health, you can see clearly that if you are not healthy, if you're sick, if you have the snizzles, if you're down, life is very, very challenging, and you'll do
Very.
whatever you can to get back to being 100%. It is
I
very, very challenging. And so if we could just get people to just want to maintain or improve their health, man, you would have the best life 365 days of the year. So we're trying
love
to
this.
teach you how to have a happy life, 300 and happy and healthy life,
Mm.
365 days of the year.
I love this. Listen, people, I want you guys to know I've experienced the quest test. Someone who's very near and dear to me has experienced it. This is just not conversation. This is real. Once you do your quest test, Dr. LaTronica herself goes over, Dr. LaTronica, she goes over with you the results of your test, and she goes to very significant details on things that could be here, from parasitics and things that could be floating around, and even emotional results. So
Yes.
this is a phenomenal way of really understanding where you are in life right now concerning your health. It is a phenomenal program. Also, real quick, doctor, before we go, you got something that you're unveiling to the world in Texas this year. What we got going on this year? What we
Oh
got?
yeah, we one of the biggest things that we have been promoting right now are biohealers. And
Yes.
biohealers are basically energetic resonance devices that look like maybe the size of a soup can. And what you do when you hold them in your space, they energize your cells, they help to
Hmm.
regenerate, they help to just repair your body. And so people are able to purchase them now. But what we're looking to do is open up a facility where people could actually, for lunch, they could just come over and lie in the bed and energize their cells.
That is
And I'm
phenomenal.
extremely excited about it. And we're still having means to get all the logistics together, but this is going to be probably one of the most awesome revolutionary ways that we are changing healthcare.
Wow,
Being
this
able
is
to
phenomenal.
energize yourselves, and all you do is just lie in the bed, and it has billions of energy going through your cells, just waking the cells up. Because remember, when we get sick, We only get sick because there's a decline in cell function. There's a decline in oxygen, kind of like when you were saying when you were exercising, you were getting a little winded, and somebody else was basically, you were the support of the person next to you, because it's like we support each other. We ignite each other. We inspire each other. And so what happens is that what this does is just really help to just drive more energy. That's the beauty of exercising. So when you exercising, the goal is to pull as much oxygen into the body as possible. So getting winded is a good thing because it's an opportunity to pull oxygen in. And that's what you want to be doing. So what these do is just really drive more energy into the cells so that you can start to optimally function very well.
Wow, man. I'm excited when this comes and when you get ready, because we're doing a live interview from Houston the day that this opens up. So I'm setting aside the time now. So as it gets closer, Kay's Couch will be going live in Houston, Texas. So I'm excited about that. I'm excited about, the grand opening of the facility and what you're doing for healthcare just as a whole. And so I want to thank you. And so this is the way I need you guys to really connect with her. You can find her on Facebook, LaTronica Fisher. You can connect with her there. Instagram, you can connect with her at Dr. Fisher R2W. You can connect with her on LinkedIn, Dr. Fisher Road to Wellness. You can also reach her on her website, drlatronicafisher.com. And understand you can get a free consultation with her, 713-520-8188. Listen, she has a phenomenal staff. They emulate her personality, and they are beautiful people that are looking and willing to help you on the road to wellness. And also take a look at the QR code to the top right of the screen. I need everybody to understand that. If you know how to work a QR code, you take your phone, use your camera, and then you hit. And once you hit that, it pops up and populates. So this is what you will see when you hit that QR code there. I just did it with my cell phone. Droids are a little slower about QR codes as a whole. If you have a Droid, listen, I have a Droid and Apple phone, so I understand, but that's my Apple phone. You put that, you use your camera, hit the QR code, and then the website will pop up, and it will talk about the loyalty program. It talks about what's offered, what the office at Road to Wellness offers. You will get the value that you get for the price that you're paying does not match. You get more value than the money that you're paying for every month. And I want you to understand that there's not a lot of people that's doing what Dr. LaTronica is doing. And so position yourself on the road to wellness for a better life and for longevity and for better, it's soon to be better sales. People flying out to Houston going to be lying in the bed and rejuvenating yourself and give you more lifelong, time. So I'm excited about that, doctor. And again, thank you so much for your time and for allocating this time to really share with the world, your conversation and what you love to do with us. Which is teach us, show us, and position us for better health. Thank you so much for that.
Absolutely. And thank you so much for you and just the exposure and sharing what we do to the world so that we know that there's an opportunity for us to be here at least 10 to 15 years longer than our normal span with our families, healthy, wholesome, with all our faculties in place.
Yes.
That's a beautiful thing.
A beautiful. Thank you so much. So listen, everybody, I want you guys to be safe, love life, and live love. You only have one. Hang out with me for a couple of minutes after, doctor. Well, so everybody, y'all be safe and enjoy your week. We'll talk to you soon. It's been The Couch, Kay's Couch.